Thinking about buying a franchise? Don't go it alone. Just like a buyer's agent in real estate, you deserve someone who's on your side every step of the way. That's where Todd Abraham, the franchise guy, comes in. Todd's consulting services are completely free to anyone looking to buy a franchise. He'll represent your interest, make sure all your questions are answered, and walk you through the entire buying process. With Todd in your corner, you'll have the best chance for success from your first call to the day you hold the keys to your new business. So before you buy a franchise, talk to someone who knows the industry inside and out and works for you. Call Todd Abraham, the franchise guy, today at 423-381-0925 for a free, no-pressure consultation. That's 423-381-0925. Your future in franchising starts here. Good afternoon and welcome to the Franchise Marketing Systems Client Spotlight Podcast Series. My name is Todd Abraham. You are tuning in to franchiseradio.net. And today I am blessed to have a wonderful woman with us by the name of Shauna Rollins, who hails from Barbados. And she is only the second franchisor that we've interviewed who is actually located outside of the United States. But as I told her when she first signed on, I said, I can hear the ocean in the background, so I'm a little bit jealous because the ocean's a good couple of hours from me. Shauna, welcome to the show.
Thank you so very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, and you can't see Shauna. I can. She has got the most beautiful, radiant smile, and she has not stopped smiling since she signed on here. So that's positive and encouraging to say the least.
Yes.
So, Shauna, tell us about a little bit about yourself, and then tell us about your business that you have had Franchise Marketing Systems to create a franchise for you. Tell us about that.
Yes. Delicious Treats is a franchise located in Barbados, as you said, but we're uniquely positioned in our local hospital, which gives us the opportunity to interact with not only persons from Barbados, but the entire Caribbean region when they come for, various surgeries or different things. So it has been a good experience being in a hospital. This is 9+ years.
Wow.
That we have been here. And being in a hospital gives you a much more appreciation for life, the gift of life.
Yes.
Before COVID, pre-COVID, I attended my first international franchise show in the Javits Convention Center in New York. And that is where I got the opportunity to meet different franchise consultants. And that is where I met Mr. Chris Connor from FMS. And that is where it all began.
I had a similar experience, except my first experience meeting Chris was through a referral from a good friend of mine named Greg Moore. And so when I met him on the phone, as I like to say, it's nice to meet your voice. I was just enamored with his positivity, and I could just tell by talking to him, this is a diligent man. And, it's not inexpensive to create a franchise. So when you do that, you want to make sure that you got the right company who's going to have your best interest in mind. And like you, I'm sure you were impressed too. What really excited me about FMS is they said, look, once we get you created as a franchise, we're going to help you sell those franchises. And that was a huge selling point for me. So now I'm a food connoisseur of all different flavors. Tell us about Delicious Treats. What kind of foods do you offer? And tell us all about it.
Delicious Treats offers a healthier alternative to food, but it is delicious. For example, on our menu, all of our foods are low in sugars and salts. And with all that is going on with NCDs, that are so many different health issues, we have come up with a menu. We have worked with dietitians and nutritionists within the hospital to create a healthier alternative for our customers. All of our juices, as I said, they are raw, vegan fruits and vegetables, juiced, no additives, no preservatives. And a lot of our customers when they hear that. Sometimes they think healthy foods taste awful, but when they taste it, they're actually shocked. It's actually delicious. It's like,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
the eyes pop open and they're like, wow, it's actually delicious. I said, yes, it is. So desserts from brownies to quiche to patties to a wide variety of sandwiches, soups, salads, wraps, but a healthier alternative in mind.
So, do you ever get any complaints from the hospital kitchen saying that they don't have anybody to serve because they've all come to your cafe to have your food?
Say it a positive way. We have customers that don't even work in a hospital or patients that just come to buy our food.
That's great. That's great. Now, so when you're looking to obviously expand into the U.S., when a franchisee comes on board with you, um, you're going to train them how to create the same
Yes,
dishes through
yes.
your recipes, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We have to do training. They have to come to Barbados and they have to sit in training. They have to go in the kitchen. They have to go at the front store at the hospital. Yes, they have to get hands-on training because we want everything to be consistent. That when you
Well,
taste it in Barbados and you taste it somewhere else, you get that, aha, absolutely delicious.
Well, listen, I can tell you already there's going to be lots of complaints from franchisees. It's like you may not have to come to beautiful Barbados and sit on the beach and then go
Yep,
eat all this delicious food. Okay, twist my arm, why don't you?
yep, 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 yep.
That's great. Now, so your website is delicious treats.com. Is that right?
www.delicioustreetsfranchise.com.
Okay, and then that's your main website where folks can go and learn all about your
Also, they can
franchise.
follow us on Facebook, Delicious Streets Franchise, on LinkedIn, on IG. We're on all social media sites.
Right. Now, how will the website presence work for franchisees that come on board with you? You will have a dedicated website where they'll be added as a location. How will that work?
Yes, 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 yes. We would add potential for any new franchisees to that as well, because at the end of the day, it's a team. We're all working together to the same goals. And yes, whether it's in Barbados or US, wherever, yes, that would be also on our website.
Right. And then will you also enable like online ordering where like most of the U.S.
Yes.
restaurants do?
Yes, yes, yes,
Great.
yes. That would definitely be facilitated because FMS has already connected us to POS systems and things like that. That when that time comes, we have everything in place. Yes, yes. I'm
Okay.
very
So now
thankful for FMS for that.
when
Yes.
when they when they come to the website, will they hear the ocean in the background?
Not as yet. When they come to Barbados to train, they
That
will
would
have
be
2
awesome.
weeks in paradise.
If you could set the website up, where like in the future you start adding your
Yeah.
franchisees and everybody comes to the website, they can hear that faint sound of the ocean in the
Yep.
background. I mean, that would be something people would talk
I
about.
could say 2 weeks in paradise.
It's like the old saying, you put a shell up here, you can hear the ocean in it. Um,
Yes.
so tell us about like what is the franchise fee? What's the monthly royalty? What kind of ongoing support can your franchisees expect?
Franchise fee is 25,000 US. Royalty is 6%. And yes, we have a team, and I'm very thankful for FMS as well, to help facilitate training, ongoing support and training. We believe strong in customer service. We love serving our customers and how we handle situations, how we serve our customers, how we greet our customers. That is very, very important for us at Delicious Streets. But at the hospital, obviously, we're dealing with sick people, and we know that when you're sick, you're irritable. So even extra sensitive to our customers and understanding their needs. So we have over 9 years plus experience. So yes, that is very important, and we would be doing ongoing training in different areas for the franchise.
Well, I think it's neat that because great thing about FMS is they won't take on a franchisor to create a franchise unless they believe it's a very sellable concept. Because like I said, and like Chris Connor told me, he said, we are as vested in our franchisors as they are in us, because once we get everything done, then we're going to help them sell. But if you've got a very successful business inside of a restaurant, I can only imagine how much more successful it would be in a location that's not inside of a restaurant.
Yes, that's very true. And I remembered when I went to my first franchise show, I had 3 meetings with 3 different consultancy firms, and I chose FMS for different reasons. And in what I would say is that it seemed very realistic. And sometimes, people want to tell you, oh, you would sell X amount of locations within such amount of time. And FMS and Chris was realistic and honest. And I don't want persons to tell me what I want to hear. I want persons to tell me the truth.
Yes.
And that is one of the reasons why I chose FMS. What Chris was saying resonated with me as reality.
Right.
Also, I remember him saying to me, it's like a marriage. The relationship with FMS and the franchisor is like a marriage. It's very long, and we're in it for the long haul. We are here with you through every phase, every journey, every step. We're not going to leave you hanging. And I could attest that over the years, if I call, if I send an email, if I need something, I get a response, and an immediate response, at least within an hour. I
Right.
get feedback. I cannot say that my relationship with FMS has been an unfortunate one. I was in a webinar speaking, and the person asked me about my relationship with my consultants, and I said it has been a beautiful educational experience. And I'm
Right.
glad that I chose FMS, and I did it. I'm glad years down the road that I can say I made the right choice. That is the
Right.
honest truth.
And one of the other testimonies I heard about FMS is that they won't put other consulting companies down in order to make themselves look better. And
Mm,
like you, I'm very much, because you and I are both Christians, so we definitely
yes.
value integrity. And that is a sense that I got right from the get go. And then, of course, since April when I started working with FMS, just, everybody, like you said, any question you ask them, whether it's by email or by phone, it's like they've never heard the question before.
Exactly.
You'll never feel belittled for asking the question. You'll never think
Exactly.
it's a dumb question. And that's not always the case with some companies. So it's truly a blessing. So what is the most popular item on your menu? Because every restaurant has that one thing everybody says, oh, you've got to try
I
this.
can tell you that off the top of my head because I was discussing it today. Our cheese sandwiches. Now in Barbados, we prepare our cheese sandwiches different. We do a spread, and we blend it with fresh herbs, a little pepper, some onions, some sweet peppers, and some herbs. And we blend it up in the food processor into a nice creamy paste. I have adults that say to me, no matter how I make this at home, it doesn't taste like delicious treats. I have big adults. Not
That's
we
great.
have kids too that buy, but we have big adults that come religiously every week
That's
for
awesome.
years for
Yeah.
that traditional cheese. I think it just makes them calm. I think it just brings them back to their childhood. It just does something to you.
Well, I hope the Lord blesses me to come to Barbados so I can try it. Because, like I said, I don't have picky taste buds. And when you said kick, that's speaking my language. I like food that's got a little bit of a spice to it, not so hot that it melts your mouth,
Exactly.
or makes your eyebrows sweat. But yeah, I do love food that's got good flavor. And what's funny is you say that there was a similar incident where I went on a long trip to Louisiana from Tennessee. And on the way back, I stopped at a Red Lobster in
Yes.
Alabama. And the young lady that was waiting on me was a beautiful young lady. And she was telling me she had a little son at that time who was like 5. And, those cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster, like they come straight out of heaven.
Yes, yes.
They are
I've
delicious.
had them. I've had them.
Yeah. And so she was telling me that she bought some in the freezer section at the grocery store, brought them home and cooked them. Then her little boy was 5. He said, Mom, these just don't taste the same.
But you know that kids are brutally honest.
Yes,
You know that kids are brutally honest. And let's be real, if that kid say it doesn't taste the same way, trust
it
me,
doesn't taste
it
the same.
doesn't. And the thing is, we have parents that come and buy sandwiches for their children. Our parents have said to me, I can't get my child to eat sandwiches from nowhere else. My child loves your sandwiches. And
That's
and
awesome.
and even when the parents prepare them, the kids not eating them, but they love ours. You imagine that? But this is years of consistency and trial and error and getting that taste perfect for the customers, that taste that they love. Not too spicy, but still not too mild, a little in between. And the Caribbean flavors are unique and absolutely delicious.
Yeah. And to me, from a Christian standpoint, that's one of the most amazing things about God's creation is that, there's all the same spices, but every culture does them different blends.
Yes, yes.
There's such a huge variety of like just most amazing foods. And so tell us how many, just ballpark, how many total items do you have on your menu and what kind of a variety? So like you said, you've got the sandwiches, but I know you've got drinks and
We
desserts
do
too.
much more, yes. We do, and this is every day. We do something called a fish cake. It's with codfish and it's in a batter and we drop it in hot oil. And when you taste that in our sauce, it's absolutely delicious. Then we carry quiche, which is a pastry, chicken or ham or veg. Then we carry croissants. Then we carry patties. Then we also do something called a ham cutter, which is when we bake our ham and we carve it and we put it in a salt bread or bun with lettuce and pepper sauce. It's mwah.
Now,
Then we also do wraps, healthy wraps, gluten-free wraps. We do chicken Caesar salads. We do Mediterranean salads. We do soups. Obviously, we're in a hospital, and soup is something that is nourishing to the body. But we do our soup in the Caribbean a little different. It's like a pumpkin soup, and it has dumplings, and it has carrots, and it has chicken, and wholesome. It's really, really delicious. And then we
now,
also do
see,
brownies.
you're making me sorry I asked that question because I had a really good lunch, but now you're making me hungry. So shame on you.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm gonna have to start saving my money just so I can come down and eat at your
yes,
restaurant.
yes, yes.
Now, and you have drinks too, right?
Yes. For example, we do strawberry melon, and the actual strawberries and melon juice with a hint of mint. It's very cooling, especially with the heat, and we're in the tropics and all of this heat. With a refreshing, healthy, delicious glass of strawberry melon, and then we use turmeric, if you've ever heard of turmeric and ginger and the healing properties that we use for it, that is in turmeric and ginger when your joints are hurting you. So we infuse the apple and the carrot with ginger and turmeric. It's really delicious. And then we do a green drink, cucumber, celery, pineapple infused with ginger. Then we do beet and apple. So that's just some of the juices that we do. And then we have an assortment of sandwiches. We do turkey ham, we do ham and cheese, we do tuna and cheese, we do cheese.
That is a huge variety. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
and specialty restaurant concepts are pretty big now in the U.S. for sure because, Americans like every other people, we like a variety of different,
Yes, exactly.
and I personally do not know of anything quite like what you have here. And I mean, I do a decent amount of traveling and I know lots of folks, but I don't think there's anything quite like what you're offering here
Well,
in the
what you're saying is has definitely resonated with me because when we were at our franchise show in Miami, and FMS was with us, and I remembered Nick Avina. He was the consultant with me, and in the beginning was a little timid, and then I started sharing. And Nick said, "Shauna, you're a pro. You're good at this thing." And the response was amazing. And what you just said, so many people said to me that we do not have a concept like this here in Miami, and some of them even said, "I was sick in the hospital. I would have loved to have something like this when I was in the hospital.
Right.
So that definitely is correct. A lot of people told us there's nothing like what we offer. And that is why our customers started saying to us that we would do well in other markets. And that is how I really ended up researching franchising and choosing to go the route of franchising, because our customers started saying, you do really well in other places. You need to look at other places. And that is how the journey of franchising actually began for me. And I started researching and I came across franchising, as I said, and I attended my first show in New York, and that is where it all began. And since then, I haven't regretted my journey and my step toward in franchising. I've learned so much. It has been an educational journey, and I wouldn't choose it any other way.
Right. And it is the best way to grow your business model because, you're using other people's money, but you're using other people's money that
Yes,
have proven that they have the entrepreneurial spirit. They've proven they have good money management skills because you can't buy into a franchise unless you do. And again, they're buying into a proven model, and something that they don't have to guess about anything. Everything is already, it's systems in place and proven systems. And to be honest with you, you're like the 20th franchisor I've interviewed here. Your franchise fee is one of the lowest in the industry, and that's
yes,
really awesome.
yes,
Um, so, I mean, I'm excited because I believe that once we get through this election, I believe the economy is going to open back up again.
yes,
And, money's going to start to flow. For some reason, I
yes,
don't know if it's the same way in Barbados, but every election year, people just get crazy and scared
yes, yes,
and they stop spending money for
yes,
whatever reason. It's
for
like,
whatever reason.
and I'm like, life goes on. I
Yeah,
mean, your
yeah.
car still cranks even though it's an election year.
Life will go on. After
You still got
election,
to go
life
to
goes
work.
on.
Yeah. And just for anybody who's tuning in, you can, about 70% of franchise buyers, they finance the purchase. And FMS has some awesome lending partners who can provide you with the most amazing loan to help you to buy a franchise. And even if you had the money in the bank, let's just think out loud here. Even if you had, $50,000 in the bank and you want to buy a franchise with Shauna and Delicious Treats, I still recommend, if you can, go ahead and finance it. Why? Because you're giving yourself that cash reserve to help
Exactly.
to help you through the transition until you get everything in place, you get your location open, and you begin to, generate an income.
Yes.
Because the interest rate that our lending partners provide is very competitive. And another option, of course, is a small business administration loan. Um,
Yeah.
so we're talking with Shauna Rollins. Her franchise is Delicious Treats. The flagship location is in Barbados, which
Yes.
I've told her several times I'm going to have to come down there. Um,
You're
I've
welcome.
been I've been to the ocean in like a long, long time, and but just a very unique, flavorful menu with so many options. And the website again, delicious treatsfranchise.com. You can get all the information that you need there. Um, so are you open, Shauna, to someone doing like a multi-unit deal for your
Yes,
franchises?
we most definitely are. Yes, we definitely are. If you want to territory, most definitely yes, because we did have some people that were looking at that. So yes, obviously, a sales consultant would deal with that, but yes, we definitely are open to multi-unit and territory, and yes, and
Great.
you will get a discount and all of that. Yes.
And just so you know, because I didn't know, because I think Sean is the first person from Barbados that I've ever talked to in for real in 56 years, but the time zone is exact same. We're all in the same time zone here,
Yes,
Eastern
we are.
Standard Time. So
Isn't that amazing?
that is amazing. Yes. So tell us a little bit about Barbados. I mean, what's the population and
Barbados is basically like 280,000 people. We live in the tropics, so we're dealing with 26 to 30 degrees. It's hot, it's humid, but we have the beautiful sun, and beaches. The people are warm and friendly, and Barbados is safe. If it's one thing I can assure you, you can walk at nights. Barbados is a safe place to be. It's beautiful. You can come down here. You can buy a franchise. You can come to Barbados. Yes, you can if you want to retire. You want to
That's
just come
right.
to the
That's right.
tropics and get out of the cold. You're welcome to come to our beautiful island.
So is most of the transportation there, is it mostly like automobile? Is it a mix of like
We have
scooters,
a transport
motorcycles?
bus system, and then we have what we call maxi taxis. Some call them the reggae vans. The tourists love to get on them because they play our local music. They drive around and get to view the island. So yeah, we have a mixture of transportation, and sometimes they just like to walk into the city or walk around. We have beautiful Harson's Cave, which has beautiful stalactites and stalagmites. It takes over 100 years for one of them to grow. And the cave, there's none like it in the Caribbean or Harson's Cave. And it's natural air conditioned. And when
And
you turn,
what
yes,
is the exchange rate for the currency? Like what is
2 to 1, 2 to 1.
so what is your official currency called?
But we call it Bajan dollar, Bajan.
Okay.
Yes,
I love to learn about different cultures for sure.
yes,
Um,
yes,
so again, Shauna Rollins, Delicious Treats franchise, an amazing blend of Caribbean healthy foods, like she
yes,
said, less salt, less sugar, but the
yes,
flavor, fantastic. And I guess that's probably where you came up with the name because, like you say, you tell these folks, it's very healthy, and then their reaction, of course, is, "Wow, that's delicious," and you think
exactly,
that's a good name for the business, Delicious Treats.
exactly. That they pop out in their eyes like, wow, it's actually delicious. I said, yes, I told you
You're like, we didn't just call it that for no reason.
that. Exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.
So
But
now, are
see,
you married? Do you have a family, Shauna?
well, I have kids. I
Okay.
have two adult kids, married, but, separated.
Do they
But,
do they help you in the business or
oh, yes. Oh, most definitely.
that's
My
great.
kids grew up in the business because I grew up in a family business as well.
Right. That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so understanding the family, working together, pooling together, doing things together, that is the norm for my kids because we grew up in it. And my kids help out, even although they have careers, they help out tremendously. And I'm thankful for that because at the
Do,
end of the day, it's their legacy.
do you have grandkids you get to spoil or
Just one.
yeah.
And my daughter, she's 2, and she
Oh,
is such a darling. Oh,
oh. I bet she's rotten
yeah.
already, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a darling. She really, really, she's
Yeah.
so sweet.
That's why they call it grandparent because you get to spoil them rotten and send them home.
And that is what my daughter says. And they're like, girl, just keep quiet. Be quiet.
You're just reaping what you sowed, girl.
Exactly. Just be quiet.
All right. So listen, the website again,
Yes.
delicioustreatsfranchise.com, spelled just like it sounds.
Yes.
Go there, check out all the information. If you would like to talk to Shauna directly, that
Yes.
can definitely be arranged. She's
Yes.
got the capability to call. And I guess there's a contact form on the website where they can submit a form
Yes.
to
Yes.
talk to you, right?
Sure. Most definitely.
Great. And she'll call you because I asked her to call me, and boy, it's like no time she was on the phone with me.
Exactly. Exactly. Or you can go to our Delicious Streets franchise either on Facebook, IG, LinkedIn. You can find me. Delicious Streets franchise.
That's it. That's it. Well, Shauna, it's been a pleasure. And Shauna's already talked about her amazing experience with franchise marketing systems. But let me just say this as we get ready to close, that franchise marketing systems just got voted the best franchise consulting company in the United States. And I'm not sure the exact organization that voted, but it doesn't matter. It's a great honor, which we definitely thank God for.
Yes.
And FMS is a company. It's all about integrity. It's about the success of their clients. And FMS not only helps to create franchises now, but we also help you to buy the perfect franchise.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's something that I'm helping to spearhead. But if you are a business owner and you are looking to create a franchise out of your business, by all means, call me, Todd Abraham, at 423-381-0925, Eastern Standard Time, and we will set up a free consultation for you
Yes.
and analyze your business, tell you all the reasons why, yes, it's ready to franchise. But if there's reasons why things that need to be fixed before it is, we'll also tell you that too. Shauna, I have really enjoyed this. It has been a lot of
Thank
fun, to
you.
say the least.
Me
My
too.
only
Thank you.
regret is now I'm hungry and I want to try your food. You're just too far away from me. I can't DoorDash delicious treats. So
Oh dear. Don't worry. Soon. Soon. You
soon,
get to come to
Lord
Barbados
willing,
soon.
yes, soon.
Or
But
I open up in Miami, but it will be open in Miami. You get to come to Miami and get some of that delicious chicken soup.
that's right. And there are several things that you mentioned, because I love wraps and I love
Yes.
Caesar salad, but
Yes.
so definitely would love to try your Caesar salad wrap. I bet that's really good.
Yes. 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 Healthy but delicious.
So once again, just in closing, Shauna Rollins, Delicious Treats Franchise.com. It's a Caribbean based, food, ultimate delicious franchise with so many different menu offerings. And like we were talking about earlier, I just don't think there's anything else like it yet in the U.S., which makes it even more appealing to
Exactly.
invest. Well, Shauna, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. God bless you. And,
Thank you, Todd.
we
And
hopefully
thanks to
we get to meet
FMS.
you. Well, hopefully we get to meet you soon.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.